Hello everyone, this is Tejas Gosai. We're here at the Marcellus Utica Midstream Conference at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center. Right now we're at the Southpointe Marcellus Shale Chamber of Commerce booth. They have a lovely setup. We'll give you a tour of it in a second, but for now, let's get into a conversation with R.T. Walker with Beynon Company. It's a 101-year-old commercial real estate and insurance company. R.T., talk about what's going on. You've placed some of the companies in this area and you're doing so much to help the region. Tell me about it.
Well, Southpointe obviously is the hotbed of where all the companies want to be, and because of that fact alone, I have a developer who's in the process right now of just completing up all the details to put in a development in Southpointe of the last 8 acres, which will be right around the town square, and we're going to have 402 residential apartments, and they're going to be higher end apartments catering towards the oil and gas executives that live elsewhere and commute back and forth.
Well, this has come full circle, though. We've seen, and you grew up in the area, correct?
Yes.
We've seen Southpointe used to just be a little blip on the radar, and now it's become the hub of the oil and gas world. So many companies, Range Resources, Chesapeake, all these guys are in the area there. You have been placing all of these oil and gas companies into this region, also Ohio and West Virginia, but Southpointe has always really been ramping things up. Coming completely full circle, these companies now move into the area and you're helping these developers to develop this project. How did this come about? What time frame during this natural gas development did all this happen?
Well, everything started around 2008. Of course, the gas has always been there, but that's when we started to see the influx of the oil and gas companies move into this area.
Right.
Initially, they started moving into the existing buildings that were out on the market. Right now, our inventory is lacking for space, so we've found it necessary to build new buildings and provide them what they're looking for.
And are you working with land developers and...
Land developers, building developers, private property owners. We have a team set up that if we could find the right piece of property with an owner of the property that is willing to allow us to build a building,
right,
we can provide the space to the oil and gas company or the service company, and we can make a lot of money for the property owner.
Very cool. And actually, you're tying in the whole business side of it because you potentially have an oil and gas company that wants to move to a specific area. If you build it, they will come and they'll move right in there on day one.
Yes, exactly. If the space was available, I could fill it, or my team could fill it. We have a number of gentlemen that work with me, and we're trying to scour the area from Williamsport all the way over into Ohio and West Virginia.
That's very, very cool. And one little tidbit here. Here's the Southpointe Marcellus Shale magazine, and some more development that's going on in the area. There's some new construction. They're putting a new hotel there right now. So we invite you to check out all this information online, and you could see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now. And check out Beynon Company to learn some more about what RT is doing. If you have some real estate, would like to develop it, you can help.
We'd love to hear from you.
Excellent. I'm Tejas Gosai. This is RT Walker. We're at the Southpointe Marcellus Shale Chamber of Commerce booth at the Hart Energy Marcellus and Utica Midstream event. We'll check you back after the break.